Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we're talking to Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Chase Vincent, junior wrestler from Yukon, Oklahoma, who was named the Conference Wrestler of the Week after going undefeated in the NWCA National Duels. And Chase, we'll start out. Your win helped the Stars get the team win over Indiana Tech to open the weekend. Tell us about how important that win was for you guys.
Oh, it was awesome, man. Just because last time they beat us, you know, and that loss stung pretty bad. And I think for us to go up to national duels and be able to compete with them and then eventually get the win over them is an awesome feeling, man. A lot of camaraderie with the team. We're all rooting each other on, and especially our heavyweight, Gage Johnson, he ended up winning the duel for us. It was tied up going into the last match, and he won it for us. We won on criteria, and it felt really good to get that win. So. Tell
us about the atmosphere of the event. A lot of the top teams come into that event. What was it like throughout the whole weekend?
It was very, very neat. And Kentucky is the venue we were in, I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was a giant venue, and it was a giant stadium, and there's just mats laid across, and it's an amazing atmosphere. Just people all around that love the sport of wrestling and love good competition and good matches, you know. So it was a cool place to be. Being that I've wrestled for a long time, seeing that many people that love wrestling and being around that, it was a fun place to be.
Take us back to last year. What was it like for you to become an All-American and also a conference champion last season?
Satisfying, man. You know, it felt like a lot of my work paid off. You know, it made me content. I felt good. My goal is to be a 3-time All-American here and eventually try to get a national championship either this year or next year. But yeah, it felt good, man. It felt good.
What was it that brought you to OCU?
Man, originally it was the business school, believe it or not. I was torn between a few places, and I didn't want to go out of state, and there's only a handful of places offering me a wrestling scholarship. So, you know, you only wrestle for 4 years, and I thought, well, I want to do business, so why not get a great degree? And it's been great. It's really been great, especially ever since we got Sam Hayeswinkle as our coach. I don't have any complaints at all. I'm happy to be here.
And what's your major?
Business marketing as of right now.
So what kind of career plans do you have for yourself following wrestling?
You know, that's a tough question for me because I don't know. I like marketing because I like people. I like to meet new people and get out and introduce myself, and I feel like there's a lot of that involved in marketing, you know. So as far as career plans, I don't know for sure, but I'm playing it by ear. Well, I'll find something, I'm sure.
All right, that's Delaware Resource Group Superstar Athlete of the Week, Chase Vincent. You can follow the Stars on OCUsports.com.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character.
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 Here on the OCU Athletics Update, we've got baseball coach Denney Crabaugh. The Stars start things off on February the 1st. And Coach, you've got Tyler Williams, who's a preseason All-American in the NAIA, and you return 4 all-conference players. What will this team be built around this year?
This team will be built around the offense. We're going to be back closer to some of those big offensive teams that we've had in past. We're going to have a lot of power with some of the new additions. We brought in Tyler, of course, leads it, and then Peyton Crispin and Bryson Lowry, the 3 guys that are coming back that were instrumental in last year. But we've surrounded them with a lot more offense, and we're going to be able to score a lot of runs this year.
Who are some of the newcomers that you've added to this team?
A couple of guys offensively. Dalton Reed, he'll be in the middle of the lineup, and he'll be somebody to watch. Gunnar Halter, he's also going to be pitching for us a little bit. Cross Factor, another kid from Oklahoma out from Yukon way. Those will be guys that are going to be instrumental in our lineup as far as new guys offensively. On the pitching staff, we have a lot of new guys. We've got a couple of guys that are returning, Brandon Golston and Jake Patterson, and guys look out for Tanner Shinniger, Tanner Sparks, Aaron McGeorge, Jake Wright. Those are some new guys. Our pitching staff's going to be totally revamped and overhauled from last year. We lost a lot of people off the pitching staff, so that's going to be a big key to our success, because we know we're going to score runs. It's going to be, can we keep guys from scoring? And we're going to have to take a good portion of the year to kind of find out where all these pitchers will fit in.
You guys will take an early road trip to Cumberland to start the season off. That'll feature 2 of the NAIA's winningest coaches. What is it going to be like for you to match up with Woody Hunt?
Well, Woody and I have known each other since 1988. I met him in Lewiston the first year I went out to the World Series in Lewiston. So we've had that friendship for all this time. He's made several trips out here. We're finally going that way. I've been telling him, I think for 20 years, that we'll return the trip one of these days. But anyway, it's always fun playing Woody. I mean, like I said, it's a friend. His teams are always competitive. They're always fundamentally sound. And we've had a lot of memorable games against them, a couple that I'd like to forget in World Series. But no, it's going to be great getting out there to go see him and play at his place for this time, and I'm really excited about making that trip.
Tell us about what your alum Matt Houston is doing for the team and for the sport.
Well, Matt, he's a guy that this current run that we've been on, there was a group of freshmen that we recruited back in 2001, and Matt was one of those guys, and his core group of guys, I mean, they had 3 second-place finishes in World Series and 1 national championship. So, and Matt was part of that group that stirred the drink, and he's created a scholarship. He and Northwestern Mutual have gone together and created a scholarship for athletes. And in this day and age, it's so important when a university is looking to cut $1 million out of the scholarship budget. Then these scholarships right here, anything we can do to help athletes pay for their education and help get them there, and it's a recruiting tool, and it's help people even finish their education once they finish their eligibility. So those type of things, those type of scholarships are so vital to the athletic program these days, especially these days. And I can't thank Matt enough for what he's done for not only the baseball program, but for the athletic department as well in this scholarship.
Tell us also about one of your current players, Caleb Davis, who's been a source of inspiration for the team. Tell us about his story and where he is on his journey right now.
Well, Caleb, for those who don't know, right before school started, was diagnosed with testicular cancer, had an operation that day he was diagnosed, and then in the subsequent follow-up found out that he had spots on his lungs, stage 3 lung cancer. So all fall he went through 3 months of hardcore chemo treatment for the lung cancer. I'm happy to say that he is officially in recession. He's been out working out with us, although the plan right now is he's going to redshirt this year because he's still not anywhere close physically to where he wants to be. And we're going to be looking for him to join us again next year and get back in it. And one of the great days and highlights of my coaching career will be the day I get to write Caleb Davis's name into a lineup card.
You had one of your former players make his major league debut this past year, Brad Wick with the Chicago Cubs. Tell us about his journey to the major leagues and any of the other guys who are playing pro right now?
Well, Brad, he actually got some time last year with the Padres. He came up with the Padres, September call-up last year, did well. Started out the season with them this year, was involved in one of the trades at the deadline and went and pitched for Chicago, did well. He's one of those guys, he's really worked hard. I mean, he came here, we made some refinements, but not a lot, and it's just kind of one of those things where he just absolutely worked, and now he's reaping the benefits of being a big league pitcher. And it doesn't hurt that he's 6'8" and left-handed. But he's the one guy right now who's in the bigs. We've got a few others that are in the minors right now, and low minors, so we're cautiously hoping that they're going to be moving up here shortly, and we'll see what happens.
We lost General Jim Wade recently. Tell us about the impact that General Wade had on you personally, on the baseball program, and on the athletic department as a whole.
Well, the easy answer is there's a baseball field out there named Jim Wade Stadium. That's an easy answer because he provided some financial help. He got it started for all the improvements and all the things that we have going out there. That's easy to say that, but his impact goes far beyond that because he genuinely loved OCU Athletics and the athletes and baseball players. When he'd come to the ball games, he'd come out there and meet with guys and say hello, and he is such an inspiration. You listen to the things that he's done in his lifetime and the man he is and how much that he wants to give back to the university and to the OCU athletic program, and how much he did for us. It's just total inspiration. And the Jim Wade Award couldn't be named after a better person. He is one of the genuinely good human beings that I've ever met, and it always gives me such great pleasure when a baseball player wins that award, because I know that they deserve it, and I know that General holds a little special for him, when the baseball player won it. But it's immeasurable what he's done for the athletic program. And like I said, financially it's easy to say that, but it's just the people and the lives that he's impacted go far beyond any monetary contributions he's made.
All right, that's OCU baseball coach Denney Crabaugh. The Stars get the season started February the 1st. You can follow the team on OCUsports.com.